Welcome back, True Seeker. January 4th, 2018. Let's take a minute to talk about the rigged NBA by the numbers. Last night, Oklahoma City, big game against the Los Angeles Lakers, blew them out by 37 points. Very special number to Los Angeles in the history of rigged sports. Notice Oklahoma City won with 133 points. Again, every NBA game is scripted. Every score is scripted to the point. No exceptions. Oklahoma City 133 point win. 96, a special number. The word Freemason equals 96. All American sports, basketball, football, baseball, created by Freemasonry. As for winning by 37, Los Angeles equals 37. Beat Los Angeles by 37 in LA. This was in the Staples Center where the Lakers and Clippers play. Remember Steph Curry's 157 straight games with a three-pointer came to an end in the Staples Center. Anyway, 157 is the 37th prime number. 157, the 37th. How perfect. Before the season began, I said I liked the Cavs to either face the Rockets or the Oklahoma City Thunder in the finals this year. I don't think the Warriors are going to make it. And the reason why was the number 52. Oklahoma City has the connection to 52, so does Houston, Texas. Notice at halftime, the three stars of Oklahoma City combined for 52 points. How perfect. You know, Oklahoma City the small way, 52, the big way, 133. Again and again, the world of sports scripted. The halftime score is always scripted. Every quarter score is scripted. Everything is scripted perfectly about these games. They're using technology to ensure that the points are hit. They also won their 13th of their last 18 games, which was emphasized in LA. LA 13. 13-5 last 18 games. So, another game. Talked about how last night I expected the Celtics to beat the Cavs by the numbers. The day before I guaranteed the Cavs would beat the Trailblazers by the numbers. When you know how to read the script, you can see what's coming. Look at this. Last night the Cavs lost 88-102. This game, after on the season opener, the Cavs won 102-99. 102, winning score both times. We'll get to that. But look at this. This was the 48th game all time for LeBron James against the Celtics. If you write out 88, it sums to 48, just like Cleveland, just like James. Scripted by the code. Zionist Jews control the world of sports. Zionist Jews, Freemasons, operate by this code. It's called Kabbalah. This is a code that people think is important. People who script sports, this is how they do it. Undeniable. Been teaching it since 2013. With regards to 102, NBA basketball equals 102. So does slavery. And think about who's out on the court in the NBA. I'd say about maybe 10% of the league is white. The rest of it is black. It's probably higher than 90%. Think about slavery. It was mostly black people, but not all black people. There were white slaves. There's been Asian slaves. Everybody's been slaves in different parts of the world, but we're talking about here in the United States. When LeBron James won the NBA Finals for Cleveland, it was on Juneteenth. It was the real King James's birthday. It was also the date the slaves were freed. Slavery 102. And understand, Goyim are considered to be a slave race by Zionist Jews. Zionist Jews are the false Jews, people like David Stern, Adam Silver. So, I should mention that slavery also has Gematria 42, LeBron James 42. These teams are going to rematch February 11th, the 42nd day of the year. The Civil War in history began April 12th, the 102nd day of the year. That war ended on May 9th. Slave alone equals 59. So does Negro, so does Blues. Remember this story about Freddie Gray on April 12th? Getting arrested in Baltimore. Young black man, Freddie Gray, 102, arrested on the 102nd day of the year, April 12th. Freddie Gray died April 19th. The story is that the Civil War began April 12th. The first death was in Baltimore, April 19th, where Freddie Gray died. When gray coats got in a conflict with protesters, then there were mass protests in Baltimore because of the Freddie Gray story. Think about it. They said 42% of people in Freddie Gray's neighborhood are uneducated and unemployed. 42, number stamped all over black history. The N-word sums to 42 as well as 102. You know, you got this sport with all these black men out here working for these Zionist Jews in these rigged sports leagues looking miserable as hell. Like right here, we'll get to this. Looks like Michael Jordan after he won all of his NBA finals there, Derrick Rose. But notice, the N-word 102, monkeys 102. Think about Magic, born in 59. They shamed him with the HIV. They say HIV's traced back to 59 in the Belgian Congo. Belgian Congo equals 59, like Negro, like slave, like blues. Magic, born in 59. The HIV diagnosis, making AIDS, HIV, a gay black disease, you know? I noticed the Cavs had 89 attempts. King James equals 89. Religion equals 89. The Warriors lost with 89 points on the real King James's birthday when LeBron won the finals, you know, that year. Notice the Cavs only made 31 shots. I said the day before this game was played, the Celtics would get their 31st win, and the Cavs would get their 13th loss on January 3rd. 3/1 or 1/3, the two appropriate ways to write the date. Celtics 31st win, Cavs 13th loss. Cavaliers make 31 shots. They tell you Derrick Rose is out for his 31st game with a fake ankle injury. The world of sports is all fake injuries. I'm sure sometimes people actually get hurt, but almost every injury in sports is completely fake. Undeniable. Prove it again and again. A stat like that just tells you. You know, we were already talking about these numbers on the game, and then they put up this. And just look at how miserable he looks. You know? He's probably thinking, why did I sign up for this shit? This isn't what I thought it was going to be. Celtics also have made 41 buckets. That's the 13th prime number. All mocking. All mocking. So then I saw ESPN put up this stat. 0 for 8. 19 is the 8th prime number. Last night, LeBron had 19 points. The story is when he fails to score 20, they're 0-8. Well, his entire career is scripted, so it's all scripted perfectly. That's where you got to give these people credit that rigged this league. They are very good at scripting out all this stuff and making sure it all lines up perfectly. And they do it day after day, year after year, and Goyim don't catch on. Because just like it says in the Talmud, a Zionist Jew is God's chosen person. A Goyim is just a fucking retard, too dumb for their own good that could never catch on to anything. And, man, I gotta tell you, that Talmud, it gets truer and truer every single day. For people to not know that sports are rigged, you gotta be so fucking dumb. Just, you can't even express it. Can't even express it. I don't have the words, the vocabulary to express how fucking dumb you gotta be to not catch on to how rigged these sports leagues are. Fucking basketball players traveling, carrying, double dribbling. It's not even basketball out there. They might as well just get rid of the dribble. They might as well let these guys run around on the court like they're football players. It's practically what they're already doing. Again, here's what we talked about before the game. Yesterday, the day of this Celtics Cavs game was the 79th day of this NBA season. The Cavs came in with 79 regular season wins. 79 is the 22nd prime. Basketball 22, Boston 22. It was the 22nd home game for Boston. Not only was it the 79th day and the Cavs came in with 79 regular season wins, but the player who went from the Cavs to the Celtics, Irving, his name equals 79, and yesterday's game was 79 days from his birthday. Remember, he joined with Gordon Hayward. He came over too, he broke his leg. Both of those two men had the exact same birthday. And both of their acquisitions by the Celtics were perfectly synced up, which I had an older video on, which you can still read about on my blog. Just search Kyrie Irving Hayward. That post will come up. Or hell, let's just do it right now. I'll show you how simple it is. Irving... I just can't remember how to spell his name. Maybe Irving Gordon. I'll search like that. Look at this. Gordon Hayward, Kyrie Irving. Same birthdays. March 23rd. And The Celtics signed Gordon Hayward July 14th or 14/7, like 147. Kyrie Irving equals 147. So does Freemason. So does Conspiracy. Kyrie was signed on his 153rd day of being 25 years old. Gordon Hayward, 153. 153 is the 17th triangular number. NBA equals 17. The Celtics have won 17 championships. Last night they got their 17th win over... They got their 17th home win last night over the Cavs from the 17th state. And I pointed this out the night before it happened because of this right here. Isaiah Thomas, who was a Celtic last year, made his debut for the Cavs. Cavs won by 17 points. Look at this. Isaiah Thomas was subbed into the game with 17 points for the Cavs. That's when he first made his appearance. Get that? And then for the box score, he scored 17 and he had a plus-minus of 17. And he's playing for Ohio, the 17th state. Also, as I mentioned, NBA equals 17. There were 14 teams in the NBA before the season where the Portland Trail Blazers, Buffalo Braves, and Cleveland Cavaliers joined the league. So the Blazers and Cavs joined the same year. The Cavs became the 17th team to join the NBA. Did I put it up here? Cavaliers equals 153 as well. You add 1 through 17 together, it equals 153. 17th team to join the Cavaliers, NBA 17. You know, just undeniable, this scripting. Undeniable. 127, by the way, the 31st prime. I also said that's a sign that the Celtics will be getting their 31st win over the Cavs the next day. You know? The only reason I have critics is because people are fucking retarded. If people weren't fucking retarded, the whole world would know about this already. I've taught this so well for so many years, made so many correct predictions, so many important predictions, just fully exposed how rigged sports are. And the average fucking US retard will come here and be like, oh, this is dumb. This is stupid. This is the dumbest thing I ever saw. Fucking retards, man. You guys are a fucking joke. You don't know sports are rigged? You know how fucking stupid you are? There's not even words to describe it, like I said earlier, man. You guys are fucking shit for brain idiots. All these people you worship, all these sports stars, they aren't shit. Michael Jordan wasn't shit. I saw it when I was 7 years old. The only reason Michael Jordan was anything is because the refs blew their whistles for him non-stop. Who cares? A lot of people can make a shot. A lot of people are clutch. Anybody who had the refs on their side in every single game would be the man. If you could just travel and carry and foul the shit out of people and never get a call against you, then meanwhile anyone breathes on you, you're going to the free throw line, you'd be the man too. League is a joke. Plus, they're using technology in these hoops. And I'm guessing they've had this technology for a long time. They used to put out movies in the 80s about magnets being in the ball and basket. I don't know if it's magnets or what they do, but they got technology that ensures that these games are perfect to the point. And the players' faces always tell the story. You know? Derrick Rose, his whole career, fake injuries. Same with a lot of these players. Also, something I wanted to point out about Thomas, that they got him wearing 3. Now that he's a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers, let's break out the Gematrinator calculator so I can explain this to you. Last year, Kyrie was wearing the number 2, and it was him and LeBron that were the big stars, number 2 and number 23, 223. Thomas equals 22, and below his name is 3, so 223. Remember, he's with King James. He's with King James. James equals 223 in Satanic Gematria, and it's definitely not arbitrary. King James, the real one, ruled for 22 years over 3 kingdoms. He united the United Kingdom. 223, that's the number of Masonry. That's the number of the synagogue of Satan, the false Jews, who rule over the real Jews, who are the black people of the world. The Bible, story about black people. You know, Everyone who denies that just hasn't done any homework. Go read all the books that have been moved out of the Bible, the books that are in the Bible. It's very clear the story is about black people who are the Jews. You know? Methuselah, the oldest living person in the Bible, has one child that's white, and he doesn't know what to think. It weirds him out so much. He's never been more weirded out in his life than when he has this white child. What's that tell you? It tells you the people of the Bible weren't white. The false Jews are, though. False Jews love ruling over the Goyim. They classify the black people as Goyim now. And I got to tell you, I think that everyone pretty much is a Goyim because we live in this false Zionist Jew state. They've chemically dumbed us down. They've fed us the wrong foods. They've programmed us from a young age. They made everybody just stupid as fuck. That's the only way you can watch my videos and think this stuff's coincidence. After all that I've exposed all these years, all the correct calls before the games were played, my percentage for correct game calls is astronomically high. Incredibly high, all the games I've called over the years. And I'm bored with calling games, you know? If I wanted to call games, I'd just quit making videos. I'd move down to Las Vegas and just make money for myself. I do this work to get out the word so we can end the tyranny. It's more important to me than collecting some monopoly money, which is what we all have. Our money's not based in shit besides our faith. Yeah, you can buy things with it, but it's all part of a scheme to control us. I'm trying to break the control scheme, not invest in it. All right, we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Until next time.